Hello students, in present video I am going to explain about fourth problem from rectification of errors lesson. Question is available in the description box. Previous videos links are also available in the description box. Let us see the question first.
Rectify the following errors assuming that A. Rectification is done before preparing trial balance. B. Rectification is done after preparing trial balance. First point, purchase book was overcast by 650 rupees. Second, purchase total on a folio was carried forward as 221 instead of 112. 3. Sales book added 400 rupees short. 4. Sales total on a folio was carried forward as 313 rupees instead of 331 rupees. Fifth, the periodic total of written outwards book was cast short by 500 rupees. Sixth, sales returns book was overadded by 500 rupees. 7. The total of bills receivable book was overcast by 800 rupees. 8. The total of bills payable book was a total 200 rupees short. 9. Purchase book was undercast by 250 rupees. 10. Sales day book was overcast by 600 rupees. 11. Purchase returns book was overcast by 1000 rupees. 12. Return inwards book was undercast by 700 rupees. 13. The total of bills receivables book was undercast by 900 rupees. 14. The total of bills payable book was overcast by 500 rupees.
First point, purchase book was overcast by 650 rupees. So in accounting process, first step is recording. If any financial business transaction takes place, accountant has to record the transaction in books. Small firms maintain journal book to record the transactions. Large firms maintain subsidiary books. There are 8 subsidiary books: purchase book, purchase returns book, sales book, sales returns book, cash book, bills receivables book, bills payables book, and journal proper. So question is given about purchase book. We should understand that this firm is maintaining subsidiary books. So business transactions they are recording in subsidiary books instead of journal. In purchase book, they wrote all credit purchase of goods transactions. So assume from A we purchased goods for 1000 rupees, from B for 2000, from C for 3000. In purchase book, there is a credit purchase of goods transactions we should record. This is the format of purchase book: date, particulars, ledger folio number, inward invoice number, and amount. So as these are credit purchases of goods, in purchase book we have written these 3 transactions. Total 6000 rupees. If you maintain journal, then for each transaction a separate journal entry we should pass in journal book. Purchased goods from A on credit. Entry will be purchases account data to A account, 1000. For this, purchases account data to B account, 2000. Here, purchases account data to C account, 3000. As we are maintaining purchase book, instead of writing journal entries, purchase date, supplier's name, invoice number, amounts if you write, that is enough. Then this purchase book information we should post in ledger. In ledger we prepare purchase account and supplier's accounts. In purchase account we don't post these individual transactions. Only this total we post. We said purchase is an expenditure. Expenditure shows a debit balance. Therefore, this total on debit side we should post. So month last date, in particulars column, 2 sundries as per purchase book, because from purchase book we are taking this amount. Sundries means various amounts. So this is 6000 represents these 3 amounts. No? Therefore this 6000 is known as sundry amount. So 2 sundries as per purchase book, 6000 rupees. On debit side we should write. Then we said balance carried down comes on credit side by balance carried down 6,000 rupees. In purchase account on debit side we posted this total. So we maintain accounts under double entry system now. As per double entry system, every transaction contains minimum two aspects: receiving aspect, giving aspect. Receiving aspect is known as debit, giving aspect is known as credit. For every debit, equivalent credit will be there. So as per double entry system, in purchase account when we debit this amount, same amounts in individual accounts on credit side we should post. Therefore, in A account, A purchase value 1000 rupees now, that amount on credit side we should post. In B account, B amount 2000 on credit side. In C account, C amount 3000 on credit side. We debited 6000 rupees and we credited 1000 plus 2000 plus 3000, total 6000 rupees. So debit side and credit side same amounts we posted. So this is correct recording, this is correct posting. Now observe the mistake. Purchase book was overcast by 650 rupees. Overcast means what? Over totaled. Correct total amount is 6000 now. Instead of writing 6000, accountant wrote 6,650 rupees. This was a mistake. Then total we take in purchase account now on debit side. So instead of 6,000 rupees, they debited 6,650 here. And in individual accounts, there is no mistake because mistake in totaling no. So this error affects purchase account but not individual suppliers accounts. Mistake is in only one account. To rectify the error, suspense account help we should take. But in question what he has given, two questions he is asking. If suspense account is maintained, then how to write the rectification of error entry he is asking. If suspense account is not maintained, then how to show this rectification, that also is asking. So remember, when mistake is only in one account, while writing the rectification of error entry, if these errors are rectified before preparing trial balance, then suspense account we cannot use. In that case, in the form of sentence, we should mention the rectification. If errors are rectified after preparing trial balance, as already suspense account is open, while writing the rectification of error entry, by using suspense account, we have to write the entry. Here, mistake is only in one account. Therefore, while writing the journal entry, if error is located and rectified after preparing trial balance, by using suspense account, we should write that entry. If error is located and rectified before preparing trial balance, in the form of sentence, we should rectify this error. First of all, see the amount. Credit side, balance carried down should be 6,000. If we need 6,000 on credit side as balance, then this is 650 rupees. We said we should post credit side. If you credit 650 rupees in purchase account, then debit total 6,650 minus credit total 650, then balance becomes 6,000 rupees. So this is our answer. Purchase account should be credited with 650 rupees. This is our answer. If error is rectified before preparing trial balance, only sentence we can write. Sentence is credit purchases account with 650 rupees. If error is located after preparing trial balance, by using suspense account we should frame the entry. Purchases account should be credited, no? So we should debit suspense account. Then the rectification of error entry will be suspense account data to purchases account 650. Now we will see how this rectification should be shown in journal proper when errors are rectified before preparing trial balance and after preparing trial balance.
A. When rectification is done before preparing trial balance. In journal proper particulars column, we have to write a sentence like this. Credit purchases account by 650 rupees. B. When rectification is done after preparing trial balance. By using suspense account, we should write the entry now. Entry is suspense account data to purchases account 650. Narration being the correction of overcasting of purchase book.
Second point, purchase total on a folio was carried forward as 221 instead of 112. Folio means page. Assume that we prepared purchase book in 3 pages. So page 1 contains 2 suppliers details. We purchased goods from first supplier for 100 rupees, from second supplier for 12 rupees. Total 112. This page total we should carry forward, means we should take into second page. So second page starting, take previous page total 112 plus in second page we wrote 2 more suppliers details. So from third supplier we purchased for 50, from fourth supplier for 70. Then total is 232 rupees. This total we should take into next page. 232 plus further purchases 40 plus 80. Total 352. So this is the final purchase total. This amount we take in purchase account. We said purchase is an expenditure. Expenditure shows a debit balance. So debit side, 2 sundries as per purchase book, 352 rupees we take. Then we said balance carried down comes credit side. By balance carried down, 352 rupees, 2 sides total. Then we prepare individual accounts, suppliers accounts. In those accounts on credit side, we post their purchase amounts. This is correct recording and correct posting. Now observe what is the mistake. Carried forward as 221 instead of 112. So while taking the total from first page to second page, instead of taking 112 rupees here, accountant has taken 221 rupees. Then this total becomes 221 plus 50 rupees plus 70 rupees is equal to 341. This wrong amount will be taken in third page. 341 plus 40 rupees and 80 rupees. Then total becomes 461 rupees. This 461 is debited in purchases account. So this is the error. We want 352 rupees as balance carried down, but 461 is coming. How to rectify this error? Observe how much extra we wrote in purchase book. Instead of 112 rupees, we have written 221. So 109 rupees extra we have to return. That 109 now we should cancel. How to cancel that? If you credit 109 rupees in purchases account, then debit total 461 minus credit total 109 becomes 352 rupees. So our answer is 109 should be credited in purchases account. Suppose this rectification is done before preparing trial balance. Then you should write a sentence. Purchase account should be credited with 109 rupees. Suppose this rectification is done after preparing trial balance. Then by using suspense account we should rectify the error. Purchases account is coming on credit. So debit should be suspense account. Rectification of error entry is suspense account data to purchases account.
A. When rectification is done before preparing trial balance. In particulars column, we have to write a sentence for this. Credit purchases account by 109 rupees. B. When rectification is done after preparing trial balance. Then entry is suspense account data to purchases account 109 109. Narration: being the correction of overcasting of purchase book.
Third point, sales book added 400 rupees short. This is sales book format. Date, particulars, ledger folio number, outward invoice number. Because in case of sale, firm prepares invoice and the firm issues that invoice to the customer. Invoice goes from the firm. Therefore, outward invoice number. Amount. Assume firm sold goods on credit to A, B and C. These are the sales amounts. Total 6,000 rupees. In ledger, firm prepares sales account and customers accounts. Sale is income. Income shows a credit balance. Therefore, this total on credit side we should post. Buy sundries as per sales book, 6,000 rupees. Then balance carried down which side comes? Debit side. To balance carried down 6,000. And in debtors accounts, on debit side we should post these amounts. Because double entry we follow. As per that, in sales account we credited. Therefore, in debtors accounts we should debit individual amounts. Now see the mistake. Sales book added 400 short. Means instead of writing 6,000 rupees, accountant wrote 5,600 rupees. Then 5,600 was credited in sales account. In totaling only there is mistake. So individual amounts are properly posted. Now how to rectify this error? On debit side I need a balance 6,000 rupees. If I credit 400 rupees in sales account, then 5,600 plus 400 balance carried down becomes 6,000 rupees. Our answer is sales account should be credited with 400 rupees. If you are rectifying this error before preparing trial balance, write down a sentence. Credit sales account with 400 rupees. If you rectify this error after preparing trial balance, then write down the journal entry. Sales account should be credited now. We should debit suspense account. Then rectification of error entry is suspense account debit to sales account. Amount 400, 400.
A. When rectification is done before preparing trial balance. For third point, in particulars we have to write a sentence like this. Credit sales account by 400 rupees. B. When rectification is done after preparing trial balance. For third point, write down this entry. Suspense account debit to sales account 400, 400. Narration: being rectification of undercast in sales book.
Fourth point, sales total on a folio was carried forward as 313 rupees instead of 331 rupees. Folio means page. While preparing sales book, accountant did one mistake. That is, one page total we should carry forward to next page. One page total is 331 rupees. While taking that amount in next page, instead of 331, accountant has taken 313 rupees. So 331 is correct amount. Wrongly, it is written as 313 rupees. Find the difference? 18 rupees. Instead of writing 331, when they wrote 313, sales book is undercast by 18 rupees. This is a mistake. So how to rectify this? Sales account shows a credit balance. So credit side, suppose these are the amounts. 6,000 rupees. Instead of 6,000, 18 rupees less they have taken. Means 6,000 rupees minus 18 rupees, 5,982 rupees they have credited in sales account. Correct amount is 6,000. If we credit 6,000, balance carried down will be 6,000 rupees. So I need 6,000 as balance carried down in sales account. Then what to do? If you credit 18 rupees in sales account, then 5,982 plus 18 total becomes 6,000 rupees. So this is our answer. sales account should be credited with 18 rupees. If you rectify this mistake before preparing trial balance, then write a sentence. 18 rupees to be credited in sales account. If you rectify this error after preparing trial balance, write on the journal entry. Suspense account debtor to sales account 18 rupees.
A. When rectification is done before preparing trial balance. For a fourth point, sentence is credit sales account by 18 rupees. B. When rectification is done after preparing trial balance. For fourth point entry is suspense account data to sales account, being rectification of undercast in sales book. Amount 18 rupees, 18 rupees.
Fifth one, the periodical total of written outward book was cast short by 500 rupees. Written outwards book. We are returning goods and the goods are going from the firm. That is the meaning of outward. Means once we purchase these goods from suppliers on credit, some goods are defective, so firm is returning these goods to suppliers. Assume firm returned goods to 3 suppliers A, B, C. Then these details firm records in purchase returns book. Purchase returns book format: date, particulars, ledger folio number, debit note number and amount. These are the returns amounts. Total 6,000 rupees. In ledger, firm should post this transaction in purchase returns account and suppliers accounts. Purchase is an expenditure. Expenditure shows a debit balance. Purchase return, opposite, credit balance it shows. So in purchase returns account, this total on credit side we should post. In particulars column what to write? Buy sundries as per purchase returns book. In purchase returns account, when you credit this amount, in suppliers account we have to debit. Now in purchase returns account, credit side we wrote 6,000 rupees. Then we said balance carried down comes debit side. Debit side to balance carried down 6,000. Correct recording, correct posting. Now observe the mistake. The periodical total of written outwards book was cast short by 500 rupees. Means instead of writing 6,000, accountant wrote 5,500 as total. Then this wrong amount only they posted on credit side now. 5,500. No mistake in suppliers accounts. Therefore you need not to rectify them. I need balance carried down 6,000. Then what to do? Credit side, if you write 500 rupees in purchase account, then credit total 6,000 becomes balance carried down. Our answer is purchase returns account should be credited with 500 rupees. Before preparing trial balance, when you rectify this error, then sentence we should write. Credit purchase returns account with 500 rupees. After preparing trial balance, if you rectify this error, then entry we should write. Entry is suspense account debtor to purchase returns account 500.
A. When rectification is done before preparing trial balance. For fifth point, sentence is credit purchase returns account by 500 rupees. B. When rectification is done after preparing trial balance. For fifth point entry is suspense account data to purchase returns account 500. Narration: being the correction of undercasting of purchase returns book.
Sixth point, sales returns book was over added by 500 rupees. Sales returns book format: date, particulars, LF number, credit note number, amount. Assume that firm sold goods to 3 customers on credit A, B, C. 3 customers returned some goods to us. A returned 1,000 worth goods to us. B 2,000, C 3,000. Total sales returns amount is 6,000 rupees. In sales returns account, this total we should post. Which side? Sale is income. income shows a credit balance. Sales returns means that income is cancelled. So sales return shows a debit balance. On debit side, two sundries as per sales returns book, 6,000 we should write. Balance carried down comes on credit side because debit total is more. Balance carried down 6,000 rupees. Two side totals. Correct recording, correct posting. Now observe the mistake. Sales returns book was overadded by 500. Means instead of writing 6,000, accountant wrote 6,500. Then same total will be taken in sales returns account now. In individual accounts there is no mistake. Now I need 6,000 rupees here. Then 500 we said we should write credit side. Then debit total 6,500 minus credit total 500, balance carried on becomes 6,000. So our answer is coming on credit side of sales returns account. Based on this answer, let us frame the entry. Suppose rectification of error is done after preparing trial balance. Then entry will be suspense account data to sales returns account. Suppose before preparing trial balance we are rectifying this error. Then sentence we should write sales returns account should be credited with 500 rupees. That sentence we should mention.
A. When rectification is done before preparing trial balance. For sixth point, sentence is credit sales returns account by 500 rupees. B. When rectification is done after preparing trial balance. For sixth point entry is suspense account data to sales returns account 500 500. Narration being the correction of overcasting of sales returns book.
Seventh point, the total of bills receivable book was overcast by 800 rupees. Let us see the meaning of bills receivable word. Suppose firm sold 1,000 worth goods to A on credit when say on 1st January 2021. We are selling goods to A on credit. If A is familiar to us, okay. Suppose A is stranger or we have doubt on him. As a written proof, we prepare a bills of exchange on A. This bill contains complete information of this credit transaction. So sales date, amount, parties names and due date. Suppose firm is allowing 2 months credit period to A. Then when A is supposed to pay the money? From 1st January to 1st February 1 month, 1st February to 1st March 2 months. 1st March 21. As this is bills of exchange, 3 grace days we should add to this date. Don't count first date, from 2nd onwards. 2nd, 3rd, 4th. 4th March 21 is known as due date of this bill. On that day, A is supposed to pay the bill amount to firm, 1,000 rupees. Now this bill acts as a written proof for this 1,000 rupees credit amount. So from firm's point of view, this bill is known as bills receivable because on this document in future firm is going to receive the amount. Bills receivable is an asset to the firm because money is going to come on that document. From A's point of view, same document will be considered as bills payable, liability, because in future A has to pay the money on this bill. To this bill, there are two parties, no? Firm prepared this bill. Firm is known as drawer. So a person who prepares a bill is known as drawer. A person on whom this bill is prepared is known as drawee. Firm is drawer, A is drawee. In this manner, firm sold goods to 3 customers A, B, C on credit, and these are the sales amounts. Now firm wants to have a written proof from these 3 customers. So firm prepared three different bills. Then in bills receivables book, firm has to show the details of these bills of exchanges. Total is 6,000 rupees. In ledger, we prepare bills receivables account and debtors accounts. In bills receivables account, this total we should post. We said bills receivable is an asset. Asset shows a debit balance. Therefore, debit side we should post the total. Total is 6,000 rupees. What to write in particulars column? Two sundries as per bills receivables book. Total subsidiary books are 8. Bills receivable is also one subsidiary book. In bills receivables account, we debited this amount. Therefore, in customers accounts, we should credit individual sales amounts. So this is a correct entry. This is correct posting. Now observe what is the error. The total of bills receivables book was overcast by 800. Instead of writing 6,000, accountant wrote 6,800 here. Total only we take in bills receivable now. So instead of 6,000, we debited 6,800 rupees. This is a mistake. Then balance carried down will be 6,800. But correct amount is 6,000 rupees. I need 6,000 as balance carried down in bills receivables account. Then what to do? If 800 is credited in this account, then 6,800 minus 800 is equal 6,000 rupees. Our answer is bills receivables account should be credited with 800 rupees. Don't make any changes in personal accounts because there are no errors here. Error is only in bills receivable account. Suppose this error is rectified before preparing trial balance. Then sentence we should write now. Credit bills receivables account with 800 rupees. Suppose this rectification of error entry is written after preparing trial balance. Then we should write the journal entry. Bills receivables account should be credited. Therefore, suspense account should be debited. Rectification of error entry will be suspense account debtor to bills receivables account 800.
A. When rectification is done before preparing trial balance. For seventh point, sentence is credit bills receivables account by 800 rupees. B. When rectification is done after preparing trial balance. For seventh point, entry is suspense account debtor to bills receivables account 800. Narration: be in the correction of overcasting of bills receivables book.
8 point. The total of bills payable book was total 200 short. Bills payable means firm purchased goods from one supplier on credit. Now supplier needs a return proof. So he prepared a bills of exchange and we have given acceptance to him. So for this bill, we are giving acceptance now. Therefore, firm is known as drawee and supplier is known as drawer because he prepared that bill. To the firm, this bill is known as bills payable because in future we have to pay the money on this bill. For us, bills payable is a liability. Assume three suppliers are there, A, B, C. So we gave acceptance on three different bills payables, 1,000, 2,000 and 3,000. So bills payable book total is 6,000. In ledger, in bills payables account and in suppliers accounts, we should post this transaction. In bills payable account, on credit side we should post because bills payable is a liability. Liability shows a credit balance. Therefore, credit side by sundries as per bills payable book 6,000 we should write. And in suppliers accounts on debit side because to complete the double entry. In bills payable we credited now. Therefore, in suppliers account we should debit. Now, when we credit 6,000 in bills payable account, balance carried on comes on debit side, 6,000 rupees. Correct recording, correct posting. Now observe the mistake. Bills payable book was total 200 short. Means instead of writing 6,000, accountant wrote 5,800 rupees. Then this wrong amount was posted on credit side of bills payable account. Balance carried down, I need 6,000, but credit side 5,800 we wrote. Now what to do? If you credit 200 in bills payable account, then 5,800 plus 200, debit side 6,000 will be the balance carried down. Now this is our answer. We are rectifying this error before preparing trial balance. Then sentence we should write, bills payable account should be credited with 200 rupees. Rectification is done after preparing trial balance. Then entry we should write, suspense account debtor to bills payable account 200.
A. When rectification is done before preparing trial balance. For eighth point, sentence is credit bills payables account by 200 rupees. B. When rectification is done after preparing trial balance. For eighth point, entry is suspense account debtor to bills payables account 200. Narration: being the correction of undercasting of bills payables book.
Ninth point, purchase book was undercast by 250 rupees. Purchase book we prepared. From supplier A, firm purchased goods on credit for 1,000 rupees. From B for 2,000. From C for 3,000. Total is 6,000. In purchase account, we said we should post this total. Purchase is an expenditure. Expenditure shows debit balance. Debit side, two sundries as per purchase book, 6,000. And in suppliers accounts, on credit side, individual amounts we should post. We said balance carried on comes in purchases account, credit side, because debit total is more. By balance carried down 6,000 rupees. Total 6,000. So correct recording, correct posting. Now observe what is the mistake. Purchase book was undercast. Overcast means totaling more. Undercasting means totaling less. Instead of 6,000, accountant wrote 5,750. That is the meaning of this mistake. Then same amount will be debited in purchases account now. Instead of 6,000, accountant debited 5,750. This is a mistake. Individual accounts are correct, so we need not to rectify them. How to rectify this error? I need 6,000 rupees balance carried on credit side. If we debit 250 rupees in purchases account, then 5,750 plus 250 becomes 6,000. Balance carried on will be 6,000. So this is our answer. Purchase account should be debited with 250 rupees. If this rectification is done before preparing trial balance, then we should write a sentence. Purchase account should be debited with 250 rupees. If this rectification of error entry is recorded after preparing trial balance, then by using suspense account we should write rectification of error entry. Entry will be purchases account debtor to suspense account 250.
A. When rectification is done before preparing trial balance. For ninth point, sentence is credit purchase account by 250 rupees. B. When rectification is done after preparing trial balance. For ninth point, entry is purchases account debtor to suspense account. Amount 250. Narration: being the correction of undercasting of purchase book.
10th one, sales day book was overcast by 600 rupees. Sales book we prepared. A, B, C are customers to whom we sold goods on credit. These are the sales amounts total is 6,000 rupees. In ledger, we should post this in sales account and customers accounts. Sale is an income. Income shows a credit balance. So in sales account, credit side we should post buy sundries as per sales book 6,000 rupees. Then debit side balance carried down comes 6,000 rupees. And in individual accounts, on debit side we should post, because in sales account we posted on credit side. Correct recording, correct posting. Now observe the mistake. Sales day book was overcast by 600. Instead of writing 6,000, accountant wrote 6,600. Then same amount was credited in sales account, but I need 6,000 rupees here. So what to do? If you debit 600, then credit total 6,600 minus debit total 600, then balance becomes 6,000 rupees. Our answer is sales account should be debited with 600 rupees. If this error is rectified before preparing trial balance, write down the same sentence. Sales account should be debited with 600 rupees. If error is rectified after preparing trial balance, write down a rectification of error entry. Sales account should be debited now. We should credit suspense account. Then entry is sales account debtor to suspense account 600, 600.
A. When rectification is done before preparing trial balance. For 10th point, sentence is debit sales account by 600 rupees. B. When rectification is done after preparing trial balance. For 10th point entry is sales account debtor to suspense account 600, 600. Narration being overcasting of sales book rectified.
11th point, purchase returns book was overcast by 1,000 rupees. This is purchase returns book. 3 suppliers are there, A, B, C. So to them we returned goods. Total 6,000 rupees. In purchase returns account, we said we should post this amount. Purchases show a debit balance. Purchase return show a credit balance. Therefore, on credit side we should write this total amount. Buy sundries as per purchase returns book, amount is 6,000 rupees. In suppliers accounts, on debit side we should post. In purchase returns account, credit side total is more. Therefore, balance carried down comes on debit side 6,000. Correct recording, correct posting. Now observe what is the mistake. Purchase returns book was overcast by 1,000. Means instead of writing 6,000, accountant wrote 7,000. Then same total he posts in purchase returns account on credit side. Then balance carried down will be 7,000. But we need correct amount here, 6,000. Then that 1,000 rupees we said we should write on debit side. If you write on debit side 7,000 rupees minus 1,000, then balance carried down becomes 6,000 rupees. So this is our answer. Purchase returns account should be debited with 1,000 rupees. Suppose we are rectifying this error before preparing trial balance. Write down a sentence. Debit 1,000 rupees in purchase returns account. Suppose we are writing this entry after preparing trial balance. Then rectification of error entry is purchase returns account debtor to suspense account 1,000 rupees and 1,000 rupees.
A. When rectification is done before preparing trial balance. For 11th point, sentence is debit purchase returns account by 1,000 rupees. B. When rectification is done after preparing trial balance. For 11th point entry is purchase returns account debtor to suspense account 1,000. Narration being the correction of overcasting of purchase returns book.
12th point, returns inward book was undercast by 700 rupees. Return inwards book means sales returns book. Because when goods are returned, goods are coming into the firm. Inward means goods are coming. When goods come like this, Once a firm sold goods to customers on credit, customers are not satisfied with the quality of goods, so they are returning to us. Goods are coming. This firm is maintaining subsidiary books. So in which subsidiary book they record this transaction? Sales returns book. Suppose firm sold goods to A, B and C. These three members are customers. They are not satisfied with the goods, so they returned these goods to us. From A, we received 1000 worth goods as returns. B returned 2000 worth goods. C returns 3000 rupees. Total 6000. So sales returns account shows a debit balance because sales means income. Income shows a credit balance. Sales returns expenditure. It shows a debit balance. So in ledger, we have to prepare sales returns account and customers accounts. In sales returns account, we said we should post this total. Sales returns account shows a debit balance. So debit side we should post. Two sundries as per sales returns book 6000 rupees. Then in individual accounts we said we should post. In sales returns account we debited. Therefore in debtors accounts on credit side we should post. So 1000, 2000, 3000. So this is the correct recording and this is the correct posting. Now observe what is the mistake. Returns inward book was undercast by 700 rupees. Undercast means less total. So instead of 6000 rupees, accountant wrote 5300 rupees. When total is 5300, then total only we post in sales returns account now. In sales returns account also, instead of 6000, they debited 5300 rupees. Individual accounts are correctly posted. When 5300 is debited, balance carried on also same amount comes 5300, but current amount 6000 rupees. So we need 6000 rupees as balance carried down here. Then what to do? If you debit 700 rupees in sales returns account, then 5300 plus 700 becomes 6000. Correct balance carried down. Now this is our answer. Sales return account should be debited with 700 rupees. If this mistake is rectified before preparing trial balance, sentence we should write. Debit sales returns account with 700 rupees. If this a rectification of error entry is written after preparing trial balance, then by using suspense account we should frame the journal entry. Sales returns account should be debited, suspense account should be credited. Then rectification of error entry will be sales returns account debtor to suspense account. Amount 700.
A. When rectification is done before preparing trial balance. For 12th point, sentence is debit sales returns account by 700 rupees. B. When rectification is done after preparing trial balance. For 12th point entry is sales returns account debtor to suspense account 700. Narration: be in the correction of undercasting of sales returns book.
13 point. The total of bills receivable book was undercast by 900 rupees. Firm prepared 3 bills on 3 different customers, A, B and C. In bills receivables book, firm wrote these details, total 6000. In bills receivables account, we said we should post. Bills receivable is an asset. Asset shows a debit balance. Debit side, 2 sundries as per bills receivables book, 6000. Then balance carried on will be 6000. In customers accounts, credit side we should post. Because in bills receivables account, debit side we posted this amount. This is a correct recording, this is correct posting. Now observe what is the mistake. The total of bills receivable book was undercast by 900. Instead of writing 6000, accountant wrote 5100 rupees as total. Then same amount will be debited in this account now. This is a mistake. There is no mistake in these 3 accounts. Now How to rectify this error? We need 6,000 as balance carried down. If you debit 900 rupees, then 5,100 plus 900 total becomes 6,000 rupees. Our answer is bills receivables account should be debited with 900 rupees. If this error is rectified before preparing trial balance, write a sentence. Debit bills receivables account with 900 rupees. If this error is rectified after preparing trial balance, write an entry. Bills receivables account debtor to suspense account 900.
A. When rectification is done before preparing trial balance. For 13th point, sentence is debit bills receivables account by 900 rupees. B. When rectification is done after preparing trial balance. For 13th point, entry is bills receivables account debtor to suspense account 900. Narration: be in the correction of undercasting of bills receivables book.
Now come to last point. 14th one. The total of bills payable book was overcast by 500 rupees. 3 drawers prepared bills on us, on the firm. A, B, C. So 3 bills, 1,000, 2,000 and 3,000. We gave acceptance to these 3 members. So to us, these 3 bills are known as bills payable, liability. So in bills payable book, we entered them total 6,000 rupees. In ledger, in bills payable account we should post, and in drawers accounts we should post. In bills payables account, total we post, we side on credit side, because bills payable is a liability. Liability shows a credit balance. Therefore, buy sundries as per bills payable book 6,000 rupees. In individual accounts, on debit side we should post the amounts. So correct recording, correct posting. Now observe the mistake. The total of bills payable book was overcast by 500. Means instead of 6,000, accountant wrote 6,500. That amount was posted on credit side of bills payables account. Here there are no mistakes, so don't rectify these 3 accounts. How to rectify this? 6,500 is credited. Then balance carried down will be 6,500. But correct amount is 6,000. We need 6,000 as balance carried down. Then 500 we said we should write debit side. Then 6,500 minus 500 is equal to 6,000 rupees. Our answer is bills payable account should be debited with 500 rupees. Suppose this error is rectified before preparing trial balance. Write down a sentence. Debit 500 in bills payable account. Suppose this rectification is done after preparing trial balance. Write down a rectification entry. Debit is bills payable, then credit should be suspense account. Entry is bills payable account debtor to suspense account 500 and 500.
A. When rectification is done before preparing trial balance. For 14th point, sentence is debit bills payables account by 500 rupees. B. When rectification is done after preparing trial balance. For 14th point, rectification of error entry is bills payable account debtor to suspense account 500. Narration: be in the correction of overcasting of bills payable book.
This is the end of present video. Hope this video is helpful to you. Thank you.